Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So I changed it from Wi-Fi to cable. Oh, sorry. I changed it from Wi-Fi to cable. That means the IP address is gonna change. So to get the new IP address, I'm gonna use the BS downloader here. Double click it. That's the new IP address we're going to use. You can check it by pressing here. They're gonna only be one because we are only using the Ethernet cable. So that means this is the Ethernet cable address 2.145. Okay. After that, we're gonna set up the CMD. The data is still in the data folder. So go back. While here, tap the top, the path, press write CMD, press enter. And when this opens, you can write node index.js, as you remember, and 081. That means it's running. So we're gonna we're gonna change to the PS4, and the laptop screen is cracked, so I'm using the same HDMI cable to connect to the screen. So give me 1 second. Okay, so we on now. I'm gonna turn it on. So I'm gonna go to settings, network, setup connection, Wi-Fi, easy. So I'm setting up my PS4 using Wi-Fi while the PC is connected using the cable. Okay, and so the laptop is connected to the internet using the cable, and the PS4 is connected to the internet using Wi-Fi. So I'm gonna press it up manually because my Wi-Fi is hidden, so I'll have to enter it manually. Okay, done. I press OK. Oh, I didn't make it custom. Go back, custom. Let me use my right hand so I don't make silly mistakes. Okay, done. Automatic. Don't specify. Automatic. On the proxy, you're gonna do the steps. Use the IP address we saw on the PS download helper. Gonna 192.168. Dot 2 dot plus 1 4 5. I'm gonna use the port number 081 in the like the CMD. Okay, I'm gonna test the connection. Sometimes it fails the first one, and I mean the second one, and the third one. Sometimes it fails the third one only. it's okay, and you just have to try again and again. So this time I think it's gonna fail the second one. Yeah, it did fail the second one. Server connection has been lost. So I have a couple of ways trying to fix this. Sometimes I restart the PS4, and sometimes the CMD isn't actually running. So you have to go to the CMD and press up on your keyboard. So if it fails again, I'm gonna first check if there is internet connection. So first, let's see. It's gonna fail it again. Okay, so go back. Just go on any game you want. You just have to wait a little bit to see if there is internet connection. Seems there is no internet connection. That means the proxy isn't actually running. It's not running, seems. So I have to go back to the CMD to check if it's running. So 1 second. Oh, it started to run. So let's try to download the game. I was trying to change the HDMI cable. So it only needed a couple of seconds to wait. This part sometimes takes a long time, sometimes a couple of minutes, 1 minute to 2 minutes. So I'm gonna wait a little bit. So I'm gonna wait 1 minute. Just to make sure while we are waiting here, I will go back and to the computer, change the HDMI cable from the game to the computer, just to check that the CMD is actually running. And we are back. So it is running, but so you can see there are multiple errors. Update list. Most of them are update list. So they are talking about games that are posted and that are posted in the downloads. It's trying to update those games. But it cannot actually connect to the internet. So as you can see, it exited the port, so I have to write it again. Now it's running again. Let me go to the PS4. I'm gonna use the remote connection and app in my PC instead of changing the HDMI cable. As you can see up there, it's the PS remote player. It's a similar one to the one we use in our phones, but this one is for Windows. So I'm gonna start it. It's gonna take a minute to load, and hopefully it's gonna work. Start. The port's still running, so let's see if the connection works. Seems not going to connect. Let's try again. I think this time it's connecting, yes. So it worked, and as you can see, the board's still running. The update is, there is the link update. It's the similar one to the one that broke the board before. As you can see, it's running before, but there was an error, it quitted. Then we wrote the node index chase again. Now it's running, and there's the update board again. You can just ignore it. Okay, we're gonna press download. Oh, I have to change. The controller is still on. No. So go to the library. Go to Witcher 3, press X. The boss still running. Good. Gonna wait. I hope the video doesn't make you like a motion sickness. I'm gonna wait for it to load, and while keep an eye on the board still running. So we just need it to load. Press download. It's gonna be the budget one version, and I can know it by the size because I noted the size before. So I will have to see, and it came back. Gonna press download. There are new links, but there's an error. It quitted again, so I'm gonna start it again this time. It's running. Then I'm gonna press download and the PS4. Let's see if there are new links or if there's a error. It keeps disconnecting, but hopefully it's gonna work out. The update link again. PS4 system. What was the link? It was, where was it? PS4 system. Let's run it again. Oh, the game is added to the download, so I run the CMD again. I'm going back because the game's in downloads. As you can see, the JSON file now. It found the data and it's working now. As you can see, it's sending the data to the PS4. So if the game says 10 gigabyte, 740 megabyte to start the game, that means the budget version. If it says 10 megabyte, around 600, I don't know, something, that means it is the version 1 game. It's the version 1. It's the right one, the one we need. Let's still send in the data. It's checking the data in the folder, then send it into the PS4. Hopefully it will not disconnect. Okay, still sending the updates. I think the PS. Oh, it's the right one. Thank God. See, 10 gigabytes, 625. This happens a lot, but as you can see, there are new links. Is sending that game data. It's finding the game data locally, then sending it to the PS4. This happens a lot on my PS remote player. I don't know if it's me or everyone has it. It keeps losing connection when I'm trying to download something. But as you can see in the Steam, it is still sending the data. So we had 2 errors before, and it kept disconnecting, but we kept reconnecting it again and again. So it's saying 2 minutes, or it's saying 27 minutes. I think that's a lie. It should be around 2 minutes or 3 minutes. Yeah, okay. It's gonna take longer because we are using Wi-Fi this time. On the previous video, I used the Ethernet cable. That way, it took only 3 minutes to download the first 10 gigabyte. But now, because we are using the cable on the laptop and using the Wi-Fi on the PS4, it's gonna take longer. But as you can see by the size, is 10 gigabytes, 625. That means the unpatched version of the game. If it were 10 gigabyte and 740 megabyte, that will be the version and Witcher version 1.62. So that means it worked out. And you can keep checking it here.